What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executives View. I'm your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, and this is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with the executives, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in big places, and definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself, man. I got a slew of brothers that are sitting here and ready to chop it up and talk about everything around the world of professional sports. The homie villain is sidetracked. Let me get him in and out real quick. What's up, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Knicks fans, what's up? We in the building. We outside. What up?
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yes, sir, man. The New York Knicks are tied up in the tight one right now with the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Late stages of the second quarter, man. This is going to be an interesting contest. I doubt it pales in comparison to what we saw yesterday. Interesting contest nonetheless, man. Larry's in the building. What's going on, Larry? How we doing, sir?
Hey, man. You dressed me by my name, brother.
Your name is Larry. Your name is Larry.
No. You addressed me by my name today. You're going to announce my name. You're going to call my name, brother.
I like how you're responding, Larry.
Hey, no, that is not my name today. My name is Drew Aller for 2027. Address me as such. And recognize me as that name for today.
I'm not even sure I can do that.
Hey, after last night, man, Corey chose violence last night, man. So I'm still on my violent streak right now.
I ain't mad at you. Honestly, again, I was in the chat, man. I wanted to hijack the show. As
dude,
producer,
you better be lucky. I don't know. You better be
comment.
You better be glad I'm not running the board, because, bro, I would have kicked you off the show last night.
I wanted to get in the middle of the show.
Barry, this dude said Jordan Love was number 5 and didn't even put Brock Purdy in his top 10.
Brock Purdy is not a top 10 quarterback. He's not.
Nah, I don't know. You can go through.
He's not. We can talk about it, you know what I'm saying? We can wrap it here in a little bit.
Wait till I get the button right.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think what was the funniest thing about last night's show was the fact that Seattle fans crashed the show. That was hilarious.
I loved it.
That was hilarious.
I loved it.
Seahawks fans showed up for the Forever Faithful podcast, man. That joint was crazy.
All we need now is a couple of Cowboys fans in the house, and we doing things, man.
We don't want them. We don't want nothing.
We don't want that.
Nah, we want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. Come on, let's get it.
Coach is in the building. What's going on, Coach? How we doing, sir?
Nothing much. I figured Barry would be busy.
Definitely.
So I decided I'd stop in.
I appreciate it, man. Well, let's get to work, man. We got a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to get into. Wanted to start a little bit. Let's run around this basketball, man, since it's a hot topic button of discussion for today, man. Earlier on today, man, Jason Kidd was relieved of his duties as the Mavericks head coach after 5 seasons, an NBA Finals run, and a string of bad luck. It's unfortunate. I don't think he'll be without a job long if he wants it. But I wanted to run this around the room really quickly. Coach, talk to me, big dog. Jason Kidd gone in Dallas, man.
It caught me as a little bit of a shock, a little bit of surprise, because it just seems like the Mavs were kind of moving in the right direction. But I mean, when you have a new front office, like you get a new GM, you get a new president, you get a new guy. You know, we talk about this in football all the time, where it's like, you know, a GM comes in, hey, that's not my guy, that's not my quarterback, that's not my coach, that's not my this, that's not my that, and I just think this is a case where even with Jason Kidd being Jason Kidd and all what he's meant to that franchise is like, I mean, Cuban's not there anymore. You know, so this is a new way of thinking. This is a new franchise, and Majuri comes in and he probably wants his guy. You know, and I think that's just the long and short of it.
I think the thing that bothers me a little bit about it, like you alluded to, Coach, like it's not like Jason Kidd is a bad coach.
Mhm.
Normally when you see this, the coach can't coach.
Mhm.
Jason Kidd is one hell of a coach, and I understand there's a new ownership and things of that nature, new GM or whatnot in the building, but you know, Jason Kidd was for a long period of time one of the most sought after coaches, uh, patrolling the sidelines. You know, should he want a new gig, you know, it shouldn't take him long to find one. Larry, talk to me, big dog, man. Jason Kidd out in Dallas, man. Where's your head at?
Man, I agree with y'all. When you get new front office, you don't know what's gonna happen with the coach. The thing I'll say is kind of like what we kind of talked about last night. When you talk about replacing your coach, who you gonna replace him with? And sometimes the replacement is not always better than what you had already in house, right?
Mhm.
And when you're looking at the landscape of available coaches right now, who would you bring in to succeed Jason Kidd? That's gonna be, a hard pill to swallow. And you got to remember that not only is that new coach is gonna have to deal with Cooper Flag, um, Kyrie Irving's coming back. They
Mhm.
got a slew of draft picks, so they didn't say fired. They just said mutually agreed to part ways. I kind of think that Jason maybe didn't want to be part of a rebuild, even though like I said, it's some nice pieces he got, but I think that he wants to coach to win a championship and not be part of a rebuild. Um,
I
Steve,
I can't buy that because the thing is, like,
Didn't he
the
just
go,
sign a
Coach. I see you
deal?
shaking your head.
it's gonna be
Yeah, I
it's gonna
mean,
be a
Didn't
little
he
bit of
just sign a deal?
yeah, but it's
right.
gonna
So
be
like
it's still
like
gonna
you would think that he's locked and loaded. Like, hey, we got something cooking here. It's like we just
wait,
signed a
wait,
deal.
wait.
It's like
But you got to remember he signed the deal before they traded AD and all this other stuff.
Because
That was
AD's a
before
big
they.
needle mover.
No, but that kind of signaled when they was like, "Nah, we going in for a rebuild mode." And Steve, I'm just say right now, your baby Magic, they need to have that boy on the. Hey, that boy plane should already be fueled up and on the way. Like, I would love to see. I would love to see him take over that Magic team. Um,
yeah.
but I don't think he'd be out. I don't think he'd be out of work, but like a day, maybe
Yeah,
two,
I mean, again,
maybe
I
two.
mean, if he wants to coach another coaching job, a vacant coaching job, it's not going to be long before
No, yeah, he
he
would be
gets it.
perfect. Like that was the first when I first saw the news. I was like, man, of the Magic ownership aren't getting a plane to Dallas right now to pick
Now,
Jason Kidd up.
yep.
You know, like what are they doing? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, now
Or that other team in Texas that we're not talking about right now because I don't want to
technically,
be
they
bad.
still have a coach.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you know what?
So
Hey, while we talking about still got a coach, I wouldn't be surprised if JJ was over there sweating bullets.
JJ's
I
fine.
wouldn't.
no,
I don't
JJ's
know
fine.
because you got to
no.
remember who was their first choice. Jason Kidd was their first choice,
And
but
you know why he didn't become the coach
yeah,
because like
yeah,
that
because
what they're doing out there in L.A. Jason Kidd will not stand for. He's too like he know what's going on. He don't have
Mhm.
any. He don't have to say yes sir, no sir. Like Jason Kidd's a made guy. He's a Hall of Fame basketball player. He's a great
yeah.
coach. He doesn't have to shuck and jive, so to speak. You know what I'm saying for Mr. James. You know what I'm saying. Make sure he all right. You know he'll cuss
But
LeBron
Mr.
out.
James is
You know what I'm
Mr.
saying.
James is also on his way out. Who
Yeah,
knows if
yeah.
he's coming back?
We're gonna be playing with
Look,
one of these teams that's
But
playing tonight next year,
but
bro.
yeah, like I said,
You
but
know,
I would, hey,
not
your
the
magic
Knicks.
should definitely, your
mhm.
magic should definitely be like, look, hey, we don't care what the price of jet fuel is right now. Hey, go get him. Hey, go
No,
get
like
him.
yeah, it'd be perfect. Be
Yeah,
perfect.
I think the Magic would be nice for him to be honest with you. But again, for me, it did come as a shock that he was relieved of his duties. But we can move on. Yeah, he has 4 years and 40 million left on his
Yeah.
contract that he just signed. I
Just
think it was
real quick, I
last.
want to throw this out here. Like, if you're the Pelicans, you got to be like, oh shucks, we just would have waited a couple days. We probably could have had
Yeah.
Jason Kidd.
That
I don't know if Jason Kidd
that
would have took that job though. Think about it. If you had a choice between the Magic and the Pelicans job,
I mean, I
I would
guess,
take
I
I mean,
Magic.
guess.
I
Pelicans
would
would at
take the
least the
Magic job.
Pelicans would at least been like, hey, hey, Jason, let's talk. Let's go to Cafe Dumont. We'll get you some coffee. We'll get you some beignets. We'll talk. We'll just talk. We're just talking.
Let me ask
Just
you this
talking.
I
question. I mean,
mean,
speaking of the Pelicans, I mean, they did hire Jamal Mosley. I'm saying that was just fired by the Magic. I mean, good hire, bad hire. What would you head
I
up with that
like
one
it.
for the Pelicans?
I like it because look at what he did with the Magic. I mean, I feel like he was a guy who kind of like look, they needed a scapegoat for how things ended, and I believe he was the scapegoat. Because you can't fire the whole team. And look, and he made some decisions down the stretch and stuff like that in that series that are questionable. But I feel like that's just the growing pains of a young coach, and I feel like
Yeah.
they overreacted. And they had to blame somebody. Somebody has to be blamed for us blowing this lead, and.
yeah, but Steve, you know what I'm gonna say, dude? If I was Jason Kidd, um, so Aaron, Steve is familiar with the hills in Central Texas, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
When you're in the East, it's like looking at those hills and like, oh, you know what? I can get on my bike because there's actually a bike ride that goes from Houston to Austin. I can ride my bike, and that's what it looked like in the Eastern Conference. But when you're in the West, it's like looking at Mount Everest if you're at the bottom, and like, how in the hell do I get over this mountain? Like, like I said, if you was Jason Kidd, you'd be like, okay, I'll go to the East. They were a playoff team. I can get that team into a 2 or 3 seed with that talent. When you go to the Pelicans, like I said, that's like looking at Mount Everest and be like,
And you're going to the Western Conference.
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. And you in the West, and you in the bottom of the West, and you looking up like,
Well, no. All I'm saying is like if you're the Pelicans, you're like, well, man, like at least we could have like talked to Jason Kidd a little bit. But I mean, like again, from Mosley, a young coach, like I said, he'll go and it'll be fine for him. But like, yeah, all I'm saying, like, yeah, the Magic is definitely, I think, the best available job right now. But you know, we'll see.
I
Like
would
I
say,
said,
Matt, give or take what they do, maybe Bucks, maybe. Like I said,
I
they keep
mean,
Giannis.
am I missing? Didn't Doc Rivers get canned?
He
Did I miss
mutually
something?
agreed to go
So the
away.
same verbiage that Jason Kidd
No,
just got.
no, Jason Kidd, we mutually agreed that we were going to go our separate ways. Doc Rivers was like, man, just go away, go do something else. Like, I don't know,
no,
leave
they
the
was like, I
building.
mean, because again, like y'all know how I feel about Doc Rivers. I always say Doc Rivers crick y'all. You know what I'm saying? He pulled one rabbit out of his hat, and then people been like, oh man, he's the greatest magician of all time. He pulled one rabbit out of his hat. But anyway, I
It's a
still
big rabbit.
think, yeah. Look, a one trick pony, like if you got of your trick is really good. I mean, you can keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
He
it's
should
like, I
have
mean,
had
yeah.
two.
Right.
He should have had two rabbits. I'm just being for real. He should have had two rabbits.
Yeah, we didn't. But it's like, so here's the thing. Like, I still think when you look at the rosters and you look at the situation and stuff like that, I think the Magic are the best available job right now. Because with the Bucks, there's this guy there who don't really want to be there, who isn't gonna be there next year when you become the coach of that team. You know what I'm saying? More than likely. So you just look at the Magic. The Magic are just going to run it back and probably add on to that team. And look, like I said, I think the Magic is the best available job right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we will see, man. I mean, obviously, Steve Kerr decided to stay put in Golden State. We didn't know how that was going to play out. I kind of felt that he would, to be honest with you. But when you look at possible coaching opportunities for Jason Kidd as we currently sit here, I do think the Magic are the best right now. We don't know who's gonna, what's gonna shake loose, or what's gonna pop off. But villain,
Now,
thanks for
hey,
coming
now,
back in.
yeah, I would say
What up?
this, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if that one team feel like, hey, we got a good coach, but we can have a better coach with Kidd. And we've seen hell, Barry, your Knicks, dude. They had Tibbs. Tibbs got them, far. And they were like, you know what? I
Mhm.
think we need to upgrade. I could see one of these playoff teams saying themselves, oh crap, Jason Kidd's available.
Yeah.
We like our coach, but Ime Udoka. Thank you. See you later. Ime Udoka. Email. Okay, see you later. See you later.
We've been trying to fight Ime Udoka for the past 4 or 5 months,
Yeah,
and
he
these
ain't going
Hey,
nowhere.
all he got to do is go right down 45, man. He'll be. Hey, look, give him. Hey, we could hire the movers, man. Just move you right on down. We can put you in the Woodlands. Hey, we could put you in a real nice neighborhood. Hey, if you see the Woodlands, man, that boy is not leaving Houston. He is not leaving.
Villain Big Dog, we are talking about possible spots, best coaching candidates, best coaching opportunities. There we go. I can't even talk today. Right now, the Pelicans scoop up Mosley, so that Pelicans job is out. The Magic are an option. Obviously, the Milwaukee Bucks are an
They didn't hire
option.
him as the
Oh,
coach, did they? I thought they hired him as like a assistant or something.
who?
Or something.
Mosley?
Yeah.
No, Mosley's
No,
the new head coach.
they hired him as a
No,
coach.
he's the coach.
They,
Yeah, he's the coach.
He
they-
could do
they
head
brought
coach
him
of
in.
the Pelicans.
they brought him in. They brought him in immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
immediately.
didn't wait.
Expeditiously, he was hired.
Which is good, like a good sign of you're a Pelicans fan that like, hey man, they've identified that like this is a pretty good coach that's on the market. Let's not waste any time. The Bulls job, which is still open,
It's another one.
Yeah, there's only two. There's only two
yeah.
jobs open.
Yeah, there's only two.
right now.
There's only two
There's
as of
only
right
the
now.
Bulls
There's only
and
two. Well, there's 3 jobs open right now.
Well, the Pelicans, right? Not the Pelicans, but the didn't the Milwaukee Bucks, or did they hire?
No,
somebody?
they just hired Taylor.
Oh
They
yeah, that's
hired-
right.
They hired
right.
Taylor
Oh,
Jenkins.
That's right,
Sorry,
Taylor Jenkins. Who
Taylor
again,
Jenkins
like
is there. That's right.
Well,
how things
they're
how things ended
finalizing
in
the
Memphis.
deal.
How things ended in Memphis for Jenkins, I still think wasn't right, and Memphis ain't been right
Correct.
since. Like
Correct.
how things
Correct.
ended for him in Memphis,
Correct.
that was handled real bad. But like so like the Bulls, the Magic, and the Mavs are the 3 as of right now open
Yeah.
spots. And like I said,
Three-
I think the Magic could be, if you want to win now, again, like Larry was saying earlier, it's like with the Mavs, they're young, they're still kind of like figuring it out. You have the foundation, you have Flag, and you have all these other guys. But I think right now, if you want to win right now, you can just slide right into Orlando and get it popping.
Hey, let me throw y'all a curveball. Let me throw y'all a curveball.
Oh, hold on a second, Larry, hold on a second. Villain, talk to me, big dog. Where's your head at?
No, I was just gonna say I think the Magic is the probably more attractive job to coach in Drew Aller's point, but I look at it like this. I think
We ain't doing this, bro. We ain't doing this.
Yes, we are.
I apologize. No, seriously, no. I wouldn't sleep on the Bulls job. I wouldn't sleep on that job. They got some young talent there, Giddy and company. They're a player and maybe a coach away. I think Billy Donovan ran his course there. I think that was enough for him. But I could see a guy like Jason Kidd come into Chicago and really make a real big turnaround because he's done it everywhere he's gone. So while I think the Magic is the more attractive offer and the more quote unquote logical fit, don't sleep on Chicago as an option for him.
No,
Larry, talk
like
man.
again, it's like you get him with Giddy and like what Sexton is there and like
No. Sex is not in. Sex is not there. Yes, he is. I'm lying.
Yeah, Kyler Sexton's in Chicago.
You too busy. You too busy drying the ink on Aaron Rodgers' contract to know who's in
Giddy,
Chicago.
Sexton.
I'm not even worried about the Aaron Rodgers.
Simons. Like, I mean, yeah.
I like Giddy. I like Giddy.
I do like Giddy.
I can't think of anybody else. I know Sexton is there. I know Simons is there, and I know Giddy is there. Anybody else on that roster, I would be lying. I'd have to look it up. But with those three, with those three, and if Kidd goes there, that we could have the start of something in Chicago. So yeah, I like that, Villain. I like that.
Hey, I just want to throw y'all a curveball. Remember how we talked about front office mirroring up with coach?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did Bob Myers say? Nick Nurse, thank you, but we gonna go get Kidd. He did it in Golden State.
I mean, they should have done it before. Like, no disrespect to Nick Nurse.
No,
and it's a tragedy what happened to his family during the playoffs. But I mean, if you get rid of the GM, the coach has got to go too. I don't know why you keep one of the other.
That would be
asking for trouble.
Like I say, Kidd with DJ, Maxey, a half a piece of Embiid. Hey, I could see, like I said, I could see it being like, hey, you know what? Thank you, Nick Nurse, but we won't keep it.
The problem is that you got two unmovable contracts, and one of them has to go.
Mm-hmm.
You got Paul George, and you got
Indeed.
the
Indeed.
human
But
flop. You
I
know what I
mean, but
mean?
like I said, if
Embiid.
you think about it, you got most time you mirror up the front office with the coach. You just brought in a new
Mhm.
front office, and somebody like Bob Myers, he didn't hesitate to bring in Steve Kerr before who's
Well,
to say he's
Bob
going to be Nick
Myers
Nurse.
isn't the GM, Drew. I mean, Bob Myers is the consultant to
No,
hire.
he's the VP. He's
Yeah,
the
but
VP,
he's not the GM though.
but he's the VP. He's in charge of running the ship now.
Mm.
So I can
But I
see
think
that.
he's going to hire. I think if anything, he needs to evaluate the situation there.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Nurse is probably got to go, and then you bring in a GM and coach combination that can get this thing right. And it's a tough job. Like I said, it's a tough job to walk into because, like I said, you got two movable contracts that it's impossible to move.
I mean, but if they came to Kid and said Kid, Magic, or Sixers, that would be a tough choice.
If he was smart, he would go with the Magic.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's,
would go
yeah.
Magic, but like I said, but I mean, if you could get off of Embiid and you got a young Maxi and a young VJ,
Mm-hmm.
pretty enticing, bro. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
I mean, but I look at Philly too, and it's like you said, it's a mess with the coach and the GM combination. You got two young players, but no depth, and you got two bad contracts. It's not that it's on paper it looks good, but it's just not as good as you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Spinning around the association since we're here, um, we had an MVP award given out last night to SGA, and then he said that he needs to play better after game one of the Western Conference Finals. Um, there's been talk about this game all over social media, all over the place, man. We all sat there in the group there and was talking about it. Villain, talk to me, big dog. Game one, did it live up to the hype? Did it exceed your expectations? Talk to me, man. What was your head out with that?
Um, did did Chet Holmgren figure out that there was a game last night?
I don't think. You know what? I think what he saw was an alien and decided not to show up because each
Yeah,
time he sees that dude, he does not show up.
Yeah, I mean, we got a alien from the planet Mars that's on loan to the San Antonio Spurs for a couple of years or so. That's essentially what's going on right
I
now.
hope it's a
Listen,
couple
Chet
years.
Holmgren,
Yeah, I hope
while
it's
I'm
a
gonna,
couple years.
I don't like to drag people all the time, even though I am a villain. When you come in and talk about you can handle Shaq and your team can beat Shaq and Kobe, and then you go up against Wemby, who is what 100-something pounds soaking wet, and
Yeah,
you only put up 8 points, you need to shut the hell up, son.
he
I
got
mean,
bodied.
SGA
Son.
could say, SGA can say what he wants. He's probably saying the right things at the right time. That team is really cohesive. They're really together. But Chet Holmgren, man, you can't have a playoff series like this. You can't. You cannot. Especially, didn't you just get the bag this year? Didn't you get a bag this year? Dude, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And he played scared. Like he
Every
played
time, though.
scared
Every
every
time.
time. He was intimidated and he played scared. I mean, Wemby is different. His wingspan is really disruptive. He could be standing at the free throw line and he can alter a shot at the rim. That's how freaky that guy is. But I've seen guys really not play physical against him, but really kind of just wear him down and body him a little bit. Like I think Karl Anthony Towns actually plays pretty well against him. And there's some other guys too. So he's not like this freak of nature that's totally unbeatable. Chet just looked like he was like didn't want to be bothered. Like he was just totally afraid. And then guys weren't hitting shots. I think they had a lead late and they blew it. So but I mean 40 and 20, 40 something and 21 rebounds
24, I think he ended up with or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 41 to 24.
Yeah.
I mean, those are ungodly numbers. Now in today's NBA, it's a little different than when it was when we were younger, but still, it's Western Conference Finals, and he's putting up ridiculously insane NBA 2K numbers. So,
Mhm.
he's here. He's arrived in. It's like he spoiled SGA's MVP night, and SGA. This might be the last MVP you win for a while.
It's
I
very,
don't
very,
know,
very,
man.
very possible. Coach, talk to me, big dog, man. 122, 115, double overtime Spurs. I get the dub and game one, man. Where'd you head at?
Um, the place, San Antonio. The year was 1994.
Oh, you
David
talking about the
Robinson had just
Hakeem thing.
completed a David Robinson had just completed a MVP season. He was awarded the MVP at home in front of a guy who thought he deserved MVP, and Akeem Olajuwon. Akeem Olajuwon then proceeded to unleash hell on not only David
It was
Robinson but the San Antonio
so bad.
Spurs for the entire 5 games of that series. I think we got something like that last night. I think Wimby probably felt like, hey man, like maybe I don't like this. I won defensive player of the year. Maybe I got some right to this MVP trophy. And he went out there and absolutely just put gas and match to SGA's like MVP party. And again, it's easy for me as a Rockets fan to sit up here and hate on Wimby. I can't. As a basketball fan, taking the team I root for, taking it out of this. As a basketball fan, it's just it was ridiculous what he did last night.
It was insane to
It
watch, man. And
it
if
was
you
it
look
was it
at
was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch, and I'll say this: you have to give Williams some credit. Coming off of the injury,
Mhm,
he wasn't
mhm,
scared. He's giving up height, and he's giving up. They probably about the same weight. You know what I'm saying? But but like he's giving up. He's giving up the height. He's giving up the size, should I say?
mhm.
And he was trying his best. Chet Holmgren he's good at help defense. He is not a very good on ball defender. So let's like if you're asking Chet Holmgren to man up on Wimby, he's not gonna do that. That's not how he play defense. He gets a lot of his blocks and stuff like that because he's an excellent with help defense, but just putting him in front of somebody like, hey Chet, go stop him, it's not his thing. And I feel like a lot of people were on Chet last night, deservedly so. But that's not how he plays defense, and that's not what he does defensively for the Thunder. Like I said, the Thunder, like just by proxy, got to watch a lot of the Thunder this year. I feel like a lot of people hadn't. And I feel like I was saying it all day. I was like, well, that's not really how Chet play defense, but it has to be. And we all play ball. It's like, man, look, I got one. You know what I'm saying? It's like he torturing us.
Mhm.
Now I got one. I'm gonna at least try
That's me.
to
Yeah.
I got one. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna at
Mhm.
least try to shut him down. And Chet didn't even try to engage. Again, like that's not his thing. That's not what they asked him to do defensively. But I mean, it got to come to a point where it's like, all right, man, my bro getting cooked. I got him, but he didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, look. I mean, looking at the box score here, man. Hartenstein and Chet had 10 points and 10 rebounds combined. You know what I'm saying? And Wimby just went nuclear, man. Talk to me, Larry. Where'd your head at, big dog?
Um, hey, Barry, no disrespect, bro, but this is the NBA Finals we watch. No disrespect, bro. Like, dude, that was must see TV last night. I stayed up late, so I know y'all was up hella late watching that game.
Bro.
But
Yeah.
No,
that
I
game was
caught the highlights. I'm not even gonna front.
that
No,
game that game was
I
amazing.
stayed up. Bro. I stayed up.
Yeah, I
Man.
couldn't
I
I
stayed
could
up.
not turn off.
No, I was
Dude, you
up.
gotta remember I was on the Niners show last night and I
Right.
stayed up
Yeah.
after that and stayed up till it went off. Couldn't go to sleep. Must see TV. I had it on the side screen throughout the show, but yeah, that was a must see TV game. Uh, I'll take this right. I'll quote the what is it, the Michael Jordan meme when he said, I took that
Took it
personally.
personally.
Took it
Yep,
personally.
took it personally.
That's what I like about Wimbion, right? Like, get it, he's a freak athlete, somebody we've never seen with that much skill at 7'4". But it's some things you cannot teach a player, and taking stuff personally. Y'all know when the reason why he literally tries to kill Chet Hunger. Y'all remember when they played when they were like in high school and stuff, and they gave Chet the MVP when he only scored 10
Ooh,
points, and Wimbyama was
ooh.
killing him, and Chet wanted to talk crap, and he's like, "Yeah, I took that personally. Yeah, okay." And this is why I know he took the MVP personally. Look at the voting. The voting, it wasn't even like narrow where you could like, oh, okay, it was, you know, a narrow margin, and Shea got it. It was wide, and I know Wembley probably was just sitting back like, I took that person. I'm
But
just saying, bro.
does he really deserve to be second in MVP voting?
I
Who?
mean,
Wimby?
Yeah, can we have that conversation? Like,
Let's
I
have.
mean,
I mean, we're
honestly,
here.
bro, like, dude, real
who was
talk,
in the
bro.
top six? It was like
It
I
was.
think
it was
It was.
it could have been
Wemby,
S, no,
Jokic,
SGA, Jokic, Luca, Jalen Brown. I think your boy
Cade.
Brunson got.
No,
Yeah,
Brunson
Kate
wasn't in there.
Wait,
Cunningham.
Luca and Cade, they got the exceptions because they didn't
Well,
play enough.
they were in. Let me hold on a second.
They were in.
didn't
They
play
were
enough
in.
games.
They were in the. They were in the top. They were in the top six. It was like Wemby
Am I,
was 2. I forget. I think Luca was 3, and then
dude?
Cade was 4.
I think it was Wimby, well,
It was
Shea, of
Wemby,
course, Shea,
yeah, and then
Shea.
Wimby.
Joker,
I think Jokic, but I mean he didn't play
Joker,
enough games, and then
I got it right here.
okay,
Yeah,
dude.
can you bring that up?
yeah,
So,
Yeah, give me a
dude,
second.
yeah.
am I the only one being funny? I think this is one year that it could have went 3 ways. I'm just being for real. Because Jokic had an amazing season, bro. I cannot take that away from him. Jokic had an amazing season. Wembley, when you look at his offensive numbers against like Jokic and Shea, yeah, he comes up short, but his defensive numbers are way off the charts compared to them other guys.
That's why I don't
Like,
give. That's why I can't give Wemby that number. And I see a guy that plays 20 minutes a game. Like
but you said MVP though.
they
But you
hold
said,
his numbers down. They hold his minutes down and hold his numbers down. To me,
so,
I don't know.
babe, I'm just being funny. So if I come in and I bust your ass for 40 and 20 minutes, and you bust my ass for 40 and 89 minutes, does it matter? No, I put up my 40.
Kinda.
I mean, it don't matter how many minutes he played.
No,
I mean, look,
Like I
so
said,
there it
it don't
is.
matter.
So like,
yeah,
so
Luca,
Jokic,
bro.
Wemby,
Luca was 3,
like,
Cade was 4,
But look
Brown
how
was 5.
wide
I thought
look how
Brown
wide the
being
first
5 was
place
kind of
votes
crazy.
are. Look how wide the first place votes are, bro. I would have took that personally.
Wimby
Too.
was third. Wimby was third in
Yeah.
first place votes.
But I'm saying, look how wide the margin is. I would have took that personally too, bro.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm
but
not
like,
even gonna lie.
look. I mean, here's the thing though, and like I kind of get
Wait,
what
so
like,
who, Kawhi Leonard got a fifth. Who voted for him?
He
Himself?
got a
Dude.
fifth place vote.
yeah.
Donovan Mitchell got a fifth place
Does
vote.
Kawhi Leonard have a vote? Like,
Jalen Brown willed the Celtics to the number 2 seed and got no first place votes.
No love. I mean,
love.
Jalen Brunson had a really good year. They didn't get a vote. I had a Kawhi or Donovan Mitchell. That's nasty work.
yeah, that's nasty work. But like the thing with Wemby is, I'll say this for his like MVP, like wherever he finished or whatever. It's like this again. Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, so we'll put that to the side. Defensive Player of the Year. So then, I mean, like he doesn't have to average 35 too, and then I say this all the time when we talk about this, when we talk about MVP, the V stands for valuable. It's not the most best player, it's the most valuable. And I've said it here on the show a bunch of times. It's like the Spurs are a really good team without Wembyama. They are a championship team with him. He makes the difference. He is a difference maker. The Spurs would just be a really good team. I mean, with everything else they got on the team, they would still be a really good team. With Wemby, they can win the championship. He makes that much of a difference, and that's where you say valuable. How valuable is he to this team? Jokic is so valuable to what the Denver Nuggets do. Everything runs through him.
Especially when Jamal Murray pretends to play half the games.
Like again, Shea, because like everything runs through Shea. Shea is the to borrow the phrase from the great, he is the straw that stirs the drink for the best team in the league. So again, that's why he's MVP. But like what happened last night, it was one game, it was one hell of a game, and
Yeah.
we're gonna get a handful more of these, and I can't wait. But yeah, like Wimbyama again, like Larry said, man, look, this is I think this is gonna be a thing. I think this is something that this is the beginning of what could be a rivalry, in the West. I don't think this is going to be the last time we see it come down to Spurs Thunder in the West if things keep going like the way these teams keep improving. And it's like the Thunder still have 37 draft picks. The Spurs, like,
The Spurs got like 27.
Dude, the
There's so
Spurs
many
cannot handle. The Spurs cannot handle. I mean, pause. The Thunder cannot handle the Spurs. They've proven it this year. I don't know why people are surprised that they won this
Because of
game.
the X
The Thunder
factor.
cannot play with them because of
X
Chet.
factor.
And if it comes down to it, if the Thunder lose this series to the Spurs, I'm pretty sure that Presti is making a call to Milwaukee.
yep,
And he's like,
yep.
do you
What
think
do you
I could
want?
get Giannis for Chet? Yeah, I mean,
The money matches. The money after that new contract that Chet got. The money matches.
That's
They
right.
can throw in some draft picks.
Here you
They can
go.
do-
They gonna
like
bunch of draft picks.
before anybody watching or listening thinking, oh, that's ridiculous. The money matches and the Thunder have the draft capital that a team like the Bucks, who would be rebuilding, desperately need. So do not discredit that.
I'll go even further. The Thunder have a
That's
whole lot of
crazy.
unprotected draft picks that they
that
can
would make
dangle.
it very attractive, and they don't need another team to get involved to make the deal work.
Mhm.
That's the scary part.
I didn't think about OKC and Giannis.
No,
I honestly thought-
I think we mentioned it a couple weeks ago. I think people were talking about Golden State like during the season, but like we were like, wouldn't it be diabolical if OKC somehow got Giannis? And we would compared it to KD going to the Warriors.
Yeah.
But now after this series, it's a real possibility. It's a real possibility.
I'll go even further. This is the even crazier part of it. They could be like, you know what, Giannis, we don't need you playing 38 minutes again on the Thunder. We could afford you to play 29. Stay healthy. Get ready for the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, because again, it's like the same thing. Like when the Warriors signed Durant, they're like, "Look, man, we don't need you for November. Hell, we don't need you for March. We need you for 4 games in June, big dog. That's why we bring you in here." And that's the same thing with the Thunder can put to Giannis. Like we don't need you
That's
for we
crazy.
need you for June. We need
May
you
and
for May
June.
and June, dog. We don't need you for
it.
anything else. We'll bring you
Could
in here
you-
for May and June.
Could you imagine
Stay
Giannis
warm.
Antetokounmpo on OKC? Come on, man.
I mean,
I
but
mean,
the
the West is
reports
an
I've
arms
seen
race.
with Giannis, like, and my Knicks are playing so fucking sloppy. I'm sorry.
You're there.
The-
Yeah.
Mama Jordan.
I
Hey,
apologize.
Mama Jordan listening. Hey, watch
I
your
know.
mouth, man.
I apologize. I apologize, Mom. She know I get heated, but Giannis is we got questions about his act this year. Showing up late and stuff, and how he was acting in the media, not wanting to demanding a trade, but not demanding a trade. Like we got questions. You know what I mean? So while it's a fit on paper, I don't like what I've seen from Giannis.
There,
man.
you know what
I
fixes
really
all
don't.
that? Winning.
Winning.
When
Winning.
when is the perfect
like Barry,
medicine.
you're in corporate America. You are you aware of the concept of quiet quitting?
Yes, yes, all the time.
Giannis was quiet quitting the Bucks, man. Like like the guy who was Giannis is the first one in, the last one out, and all of a sudden now he 2 hours late for flights and all this stuff like whatever like that. It's like, man, Giannis was quiet quitting, man. He trying to get up out of there. You won't find a harder worker in OKC than Giannis if he get traded.
Yep. And a whole lot of wins to make you show up early. And
A little bit.
All these turnovers,
not having to be the
This is
focus
not-
point
they-
of
they-
That's
everything.
not great. That's
They
not
turned the
great.
ball over like
They
crazy,
look
man.
like the Cavs looked early in the first half with all these turnovers. That's awful.
you had to know
They
this
can't
was
stop
gonna
dribble
happen.
penetration.
You had to know this was going to happen after a long layoff. How good they were
The
back.
big show up. That's happening.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, I mean, we're talking about
I mean, the
this
Cavs
Knicks
just
and
went through a
Cavs.
really rough, like 7-game series.
But they're
So
loose.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
momentum. They keep
Dude, it
playing.
be
You know what I mean?
the thing about it for me, it be diabolical how the NBA do these schedules. It's like you just had a rough 7 game series, and it's like, yeah, you get one day off.
because
Nobody asked you to go
That's how it
7 games.
goes. That's
because
how it
Larry,
goes.
guess what? The finals start June 3rd, whether you like it or not. We already have the
That is
time slotted.
crazy,
We
man.
don't care.
That is
Win it,
crazy.
win in 5. Okay, we don't care
Right.
that y'all went to 7. The finals start on June 3rd, no matter what.
Yeah.
So
Punch your ticket either way, man. So, talking about this game currently, I'm sure Villain's gonna do a video of some kind after it. He may need to calm down, but the long game left. But what are we seeing right now? Looking at this New
Come off
York
the
Knicks
ledge.
Cleveland Cavaliers game, man. Villain, talk to me, bro. He don't want to talk. Cool. Coach, talk to me, man. What are you saying?
man, look. So here's the thing. If the Knicks are not going to be able to keep Donovan Mitchell out of the lane,
That's that's
that is going to be a big issue
that's
because we were
James
talking about
James Harden's doing
we,
James Harden stuff.
we were talking about Shea earlier, and how he can do like Donovan Mitchell is a guy where it's like if you can keep him from getting into the paint, and you can force him to like be a jump shooter. Because like, look, I mean, Mitchell's a great player, but he's not the best shooter. You'll live with him shooting the ball a whole lot. He's most dangerous when he's able to get to the rim. If you can't stop him from getting to the rim, and then he's such a good passer, he makes such good decisions when he does drive and like stuff like so. And I mean, if you're not going to be able to stop him getting to in the lane, it's going to be a long night for you playing against the Cavs. And then the Cavs
Yeah.
shoot themselves in the foot a lot throughout the whole playoffs. They have these stretches where they look like the damn Keystone Cops out there.
Oh
They're
yeah.
bumbling, fumbling. It's just like look against the Raptors. I forget what game it was. They had like 5 turnovers in a row on 5 possessions in a row. It's like they do stuff like that. They have these lapses, but yeah, if you're not gonna be able to stop Mitchell, I mean, and then look, Mobley, who at times I didn't know where he was in that Detroit series, he's very present tonight. So like to see that for the Cavs fan, maybe not so much for the Knicks fans. But I I don't know. I feel like with the Knicks, what they have to do is stop and I want to phrase this like I want to be very delicate how I say this because I don't want to swear. Um, they need to stop goofing around on defense. Move around. Stop just
Yeah.
standing like you see he's going to the basket. Collapse. Move. Go to the ball. Why are you just sitting like you just he does the Euro step and then no, everybody's watching him go to the rim. Like
It's so nice. My goodness, he drags his foot. I mean, it's so it's so wild watching him tonight.
I'm sorry. It's like you there's not look. Donovan Mitchell, he'll tear both my ACLs and every ligament in my knees if I went out there and tried to guard him. But it's like it's not a whole lot in his bag. He comes down, he does his little dribble, so he does his little Euro step, and they're just watching him get to the rim.
Yeah, yeah. Larry, talk to me, big dog man. Watching this game, 54 late in the third quarter, man. Talk to me, where's that at?
Man, I said it been them Cavs, man. They. I couldn't be a Cavs fan. This Cavs team would give you a heart attack, bro.
Boy,
I'm just being for real,
Shoot. Well, we
man.
Rockets fans. We Rockets fans. We understand how to deal with heart attacks.
Yeah, but we expect it. Like these Cavs teams, bro. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. If you're a Cavs fan, your blood pressure probably through the roof. I actually I like this matchup, dude. I like this matchup better than if they would have played the Pistons because the Pistons can't hit the side of a barn shooting. You know, think about it. This is a Cavs team that's playing right now, and Strus is not playing that good tonight. He's not going nuclear like he was. Merrill's not, dude. Merrill is another one who can get like crazy hot. And I know, Barry, you probably over there about to ready to pull out, I don't know, that gray hair on your beard or something. I don't know. But when you look at the bigs, when they show up, I like the Cavs bigs over the Knicks bigs.
Jalen Brunson needs to pass the ball.
Dude, I'm just being for real, dude. You get physical with Cat. You know what Cat turns into? a kitten. I'm just being
Well,
for
I mean
real.
that's the mo, but the
You get
best
physical with
big
him.
is
You
to
get
me Mobley is probably the most
Mobley,
talented,
yeah,
but
but I'm saying,
Robinson affects the game so much better. They have to
but
get him in the game.
Allen is when Allen is on, man. Allen is a dog. He's a dog. Think about it, bro. I'm not taking nothing away from Mitchell, but Mitchell ain't no Allen if you're thinking about the second best.
Look at that rebound though.
Mob-
That's crazy work.
yeah, Mobley and Cat kind of wash each other out, and I just looked at that as being a little bit of X factor.
Nah,
In this part,
Mitchell
adjustments
Robinson is
matter.
the X factor. Mitchell Robinson
Yeah,
is a
But
guy
he's
that
not.
he
Jared
he
Allen is better than him, bro. Take your Knicks hat out, bro. Jared Allen is
no
better than
you
him, bro.
I'll be real with you. The Cavs cannot stop Robinson. They can't keep him off the boards.
But
He dominates he's dominated them this season on the
and
boards. He
but
affects the defense so much. Like
Jared
he
Allen can hold him, bro. I'm just being for real,
no he
bro.
can't.
And
No he can't. No he can't.
take your
No he
Knicks
can't.
hat out, bro. Jared
No,
Allen,
dude, my Knicks hat
man
is
of
not
ball.
on. I'm wearing my Giants gear
Jared,
tonight. I'm being
Jared Allen
honest
ball,
with you. I've
bro.
watched every one of their games. He's had like 18 minutes and he's like 14 boards a game. They
Okay,
can't keep him off the boards. And then he can guard out on the perimeter as a big. He
dude.
can guard down low. Like
Jared
you
Allen's
just have to
Jared
watch the
Allen
game.
having a bad game, but like I said, I like the Cavs bigs better than I like the Knicks bigs. And
Drew,
this
you're
could be a
lost,
game.
Drew.
This
You're
could be one
lost.
of them
You're
games
lost. You don't
that,
know what
like
you're
I
talking about,
said,
Drew.
the
Drew,
Cavs
you don't know what you're talking about.
The Cavs are gonna give you a couple because they knuckleheads, but when they play up to the way that they supposed to play, bro, they're gonna give you some headaches too. And
No,
you
absolutely.
know,
They'll give
that-
you headaches. Don't get me wrong.
that's just the nature of the beast. I do like the adjustment that they're playing a little bit more through. Um, they're playing through Donovan Mitchell more. They're playing through James Harden, which I think that's ideally what works for them. That was a good adjustment. That's how they end up basically beating the brakes off of the Pistons.
But they're making him a
Yeah.
passer, which is good, and I think he can be a good facilitator. That's what I
James
like
Harden?
with Donovan.
Yeah,
And
but that's
not
the thing
not
is that
allowing not allowing Harden to be a
yeah,
facilitator
you don't
because
want to
he's
play
just a
through
turnover
Harden.
machine.
You let Harden play when he needs to play. But I mean, on paper, like I say, when you look at overall team rosters, I think this was going to be more of a headache for y'all than playing the Pistons.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, there's more talent. There's more scorers on the Cavs team than there are on the Pistons. No doubt.
There's more scores, and outside of Jalen Duran, bro, like there's a little bit more defense on the Cavs than there is on the Pistons.
I
They
don't know
just
about
play-
that. I don't know about
just
that.
play
The
good
Pistons,
team
Pistons
defense.
play some elite defense, man. Let's not.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
I don't
be
know
nice,
about
be
that.
nice.
I mean, based off what we
Yeah, I
just
don't
saw
know.
that past
That's
series,
one
man.
game, bro.
It's
One game.
I don't
It's
know,
one
man.
series.
Look,
It's like the Pistons
hey.
were like top like defensive team like the whole.
That, I mean, they were, but I mean,
Word.
Well, what the
But-
Cavs are doing right now is what they've solved for Cat, right? Is Cat being at the high post. They're switching very well off the back screens, off the back picks, right? So Cat can't look down and find either a back cut or a flash to the corner, right? So Cat has to be more aggressive offensively. He's looking to pass, and they know that. They know he's just standing there looking to pass, right? So he has to be willing to make some adjustments and look for a shot a little bit more. And then the Cavs are doing the high screen and roll, and they're just pitting the guy at the free throw line and either letting him kick to the wings or take it to the basket and for another guy for an easy layup. So the Knicks got to adjust to this, but it's a long series.
Have the Knicks made any threes tonight?
No, not that's the other thing. They're not.
Yeah,
hitting
yeah. I'm like
Nobody
If
really
they,
has
if
been
they were,
hitting
if they were
threes.
hitting their shots, it'd be a different game.
Yeah, Knicks.
Cat hit one. Cat hit one.
Cat hit one. I think Hart hit one. I think OG hit one, and I think Clarkson.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the
nobody's really
stats
been
now.
shooting like
Yeah,
that.
can you pull up the box score? Because
Yeah, they're 4
Yeah,
for 23 from 3. So that's the other reason why they're losing right now.
There you go. Like I said, I'm watching the game. Like I said, I don't have the box score. I'm like, I just don't remember the Knicks hitting a whole lot of threes tonight. You know what I'm saying?
No, they only hit 4
And-
23. So
And the Cavs are 11 for 31.
Look, they just flashed it on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So that'll do it. You know, you got a team that hit 11 threes and the other teams hit 4. in today's NBA, that's huge. You know, all right,
shoot
there go, there we go. All right,
shoot more threes until you hit one. It don't
There
matter
you
if you
go.
go
yeah, keep
23
shooting.
for one. Keep shooting.
But anywho, man, moving right along, man. Larry, you wanted to talk a little bit about this RJ Lewis situation, man. Where's your head at, big dog?
All right, man. Since we talking NBA, dude, I don't know if anybody else caught it, but RJ Lewis basically was in the NBA and now he's signed with LSU.
Hmm.
We've talked about it before on the show. Um, we talked about it with Trinidad Chambers. We talked about it with I forgot the other guy. He was in the G League and he went back to college. Uh, these dudes, they need to just give it up, bro. They need to just give it up, bro. I'm keep saying this over and over again. One, the NCAA, they're getting way too loosey goosey with this eligibility. You know, we've talked about guys getting 6, 7 year of eligibility. Like, come on, bro. Like, dude, I don't want to see this 26-year-old guy playing against these 17, 18-year-old kids. I mean, I get it. Some of these kids are amazing and they're multi-talented and the whole nine. I get it. But at some point you gotta put your foot down. I get it, it's NIL
Yeah,
money, but this dude literally signed a two-way contract with the Celtics, and now you're trying to
yeah.
go back to college? Like,
I mean, and
dude,
this just wasn't a guy. This was a guy who like Luis
yes,
was pretty good at St.
yes.
Joe's. You know,
But you couldn't handle coaching, bro. Like Rick Pitino shot set you on the bench because you were playing bad, and then
Yeah,
now
he was
you
playing bad in that what was it against Duke, right?
yeah, and then now you
yeah,
talking about you want to transfer, and then you go and declare. Like, I'm one of them guys. Y'all can tell me am I tripping? I can see if a guy declares for the NBA, goes undrafted, doesn't sign, and say, you know what, I have some eligibility. Can you let me back in? I'm okay with that. But you went through the NBA draft.
yeah. You
You
went through the
signed a
process. Yeah,
you actually was part of a trade, and you say you're gonna go back to college? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
part of me doesn't care because like the college sports is such BS with how like the
Barry,
schools and these ads and all that they run this thing. But like to your point, Larry, like when you say it, like when you sign a contract, bro. That I mean you in today's league you can go back to college, but you signed a contract. That's the
Barry.
problem.
You know what? But you know what? I have a problem with too. I have two problems with it. One, you a grown ass man, bro. At that point, and then second of all, you got to remember that these teams they have guys that's on the rosters, and they only have so many scholarships, right? So now you going back to this team, you may be taking away a scholarship from somebody who really need it, and you taking away from that person that really should be on the roster. They may not be a NBA worthy player. They might even be a G League G League worthy player, but they're good enough to play college level basketball, and they just want that scholarship. And now you're taking away that spot from them when you should have
well,
had
you know, and I'm gonna say this, and it's like I understand
Deja Blood down.
it's a issue. It's something to talk about. But honestly, with this, it's like he can declare and he can like commit to LSU all he wants to. He's gonna have to go through litigation. He's gonna have to go through court. He's gonna have to file like an appeal or something like that because the
Mississippi just
NCAA
did it. Mississippi just did it with Chambliss. They was like, you know
and
what?
where and Trinidad Chambliss will be doing what in the fall?
Playing in Mississippi. Because the court said, you know what, we don't care what the NCAA did. We want it back on our team, and we're gonna do it. And NCAA, they so weak, they said, you know what, we're not even gonna appeal it. We just gonna let it ride.
Yeah, because it went before like a Mississippi Court of Appeals and stuff like
Yes,
that, and whatever
exactly.
like that. And of course, like, do we all know where he's going to? LSU. And we
Yeah.
know we know LSU doesn't care anything about like
Nope.
rules and
Nope.
laws and what's right and things like that. So
Nope.
and Will Wade and I look, we don't have enough time for me to go into Will Wade. So it's like it don't surprise me that Will Wade would like pull something like this,
Dude,
because
you know
he
what?
so it's like
Hey, so I'm gonna drop something on y'all, and I be my boy. We was talking about this today, right? And I told him, I say, dude, think about it. You got a player like, say, Dwight Howard, who still wants to play. oh, they giving away $4 or $5 million to play college basketball. Technically, he still has eligibility. Technically, uh, Gerald Green.
He never went to
Technically,
college.
so he technically has eligibility. He never played. He never played college basketball. So what if you have guys who've been in the league 4 or 5 years and they're like, well, you know what? I was on G League. I was on the G League Unite. How you say it? Elite team. I never played.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let me go get this $4 or $5 million and hoop against these 18-year-olds. I'm 7'1", Hall of Fame, Dwight Howard. Let me go get this $5 million a year.
I mean, that's pretty extreme. I mean,
But if
Yeah, I
like,
you
mean
opening the gate, but
yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
opening
like
the
that's
what you're
gate,
true.
saying
if
is
you're
like
opening
super
the gate
extreme, but
for
it's
a
like,
professional
yeah.
player to go back to the NCAA, how do you determine what's the line between who's
Well, I mean, there is
eligible
a
and
like
who's
I
not?
said, like
Who's
Luis
not?
still has to go through like he still has to go through
Yeah,
the legal system and stuff like that. They
yeah.
have to do all this stuff like, but like yeah, like that example is so extreme. Like I'm not even gonna like
But I'm not saying
dignify it.
this. I'm not
I'm
saying you
like
got to go
it's
that
like
extreme. But I mean, think about it. If you, I'm just being for real, dude. Think about it. If you somebody who like uh you may have not went to the NBA. You might have played, in G League United or whatever, and your career fizzing out, and you can go get this 2-3 million, or like I said, these guys they blow money like crazy, and they like, you know what? I never played in college, but I know I'm better than the average college player, and I know there's one team that would pay me 4 or 5 million. I just filed bankruptcy. You know what? I think I will go get that college money. Because that's the only reason why these dudes are going back to college because of the NIL money. It's the only reason why. Other than that, they would be playing in Turkey or somewhere else. They would not be going back to college.
well, I
If it
mean, yeah, I
wasn't for
mean,
the
but like
money.
I guess like Dwight Howard, like Hall of Famer who played in the league for a long time, like that's an extreme example. I can see if you said something like I don't know. I'm just trying to think of somebody like I'm just trying to think of a recent
What's the
player
what's
or
the guy?
whatever that
What's the
like
guy who went to the Bucks?
um
I forgot his name.
you know what? Let's just say I'm just gonna say Zion Williamson because he's a young player who just popped in my
Yeah,
mind. He played the 1 year at
1 year.
Duke and stuff like that or whatever like that. So if Zion is like, you know what, man, like I still got some eligibility left, I'm gonna go back to Duke. You know what I'm saying? That would be ridiculous. But that I mean, so it's like
But essentially, if you saying a guy can sign a pro contract, but because they got eligibility, they can go back to college. Where is the line at? How do you how do you how do
there
you
is
police
no
that?
there is no line, and we talked about this
There's no
during
line.
with the whole Chambliss thing and stuff like that. The NCAA did this crazy trick where they're like, you know what, you want NIL, you want to pay the players, you want to do this, well, we won't police it. It'll just be the
Nope.
wild wild west.
No way.
And then
Yeah.
now it's gone too far. And NCAA is like, what do you want us to do? This is what you guys wanted, right? So
I mean, because we see it all the time. We see it. Hell, Bo is playing in what is it, Taiwan or something. Bo
Mhm.
only played 1 year and he only
mhm.
played a handful of games. Bo could literally say, I still got eligibility. I was only making 150K in this Taiwanese money. I can go make 6 million going back to college and I can go play wherever I want to play. Like I said, if it's no, like you said, it's no guardrails in it, and then you are allowing guys to do that.
Mhm.
Who's to say where it's going to stop and where it's going to end at? And like I said, you see guys that are literally getting 7th year eligibilities. Like I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like, man, it should be a cap on how many years you're in college. But also, once you sign contracts, you're a pro. Ain't no going back. It's you go get in the gym, go work with the trainer, do whatever you got to do. Go play in, I don't know, some third world country, whatever you got to do, but it ain't no coming back, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
mean, but who is it to change these rules? Like, who's the onus on to change these rules? Because this is ridiculous.
well, it was the guy, I forgot his name. It was the guy who he was in the G League and he still had eligibility. He played like a couple of games in the NBA and he petitioned to go back to college. That was the first guy that they let back.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
now is RJ Lewis. Hell, I'll go even further. They got guys like that LSU team. Dude, look at that LSU team. They got some overseas pros. Indianapolis. I mean, Illinois, they had some overseas pro athletes playing in college basketball. Like, it's not like the '90s when these guys are like, oh well, we don't respect these overseas leagues. We don't respect them. You play Euroball. That's like playing college football. That's like playing college ball. No, 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 no. Euro League now is probably better than G League. So when you bringing guys over, even if they did average 5-6 points in EuroLeague, you bringing over a professional. Those guys ain't like they used to be back in the day. And at that point, like I said, Steve hit on the head. They was like, you know what, you guys want to pay him? We're gonna make it in the Wild Wild West, and that's basically what it is. It's you're bringing in higher guns now.
I mean, as we just sat here and watched Indiana winning a national championship in football with a bunch of like 23, 24-year-old guys.
Higher guns.
Higher
guns. Like I said, bro, it's literally wild. And I'll even say this, Steve. So in Indiana, they won with a bunch of old higher guns. Now these guys are like, you know what? We think we're gonna bring in professionals. Do they bring them into football too? Because like I said, if you allow a guy who basically went in the NBA draft, went undrafted, signed a contract to go back to college, do you allow a football player to do that? Because some of these dudes, you gotta remember, they declare for the NFL draft and they not.
It's like, ladies and gentlemen, your starting quarterback for the Virginia Tech Hokies, Diego Pavia. Like,
yeah, bro. I mean, think about it. Some of these dudes declare and they really like red shirt juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So they may got another year and they go undrafted and be like, you know what? Hey, y'all let RJ do it. I think I need to go back to go double tap into that money.
I mean, I will say this. I mean,
just come back to Vanderbilt. That'd be crazy. That'd be funny.
Normally, I don't agree with Larry and his wild ideas. He may have tapped onto something here because I mean, there has to be a definitive line drawn.
You're just watching them go to the bed. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm not even a Knicks fan. It's just like you're just watching them go to the basket.
On ball defense.
I mean, Schroeder kind of pushed it, but we all know Brunson can play D. You know what I'm saying? He can't slide his feet, and he's guarded one of the shiftiest guys in whatever. But there has to be a definitive line drawn in the sand that NCAA has, and they don't. And until they do, we're gonna have these type of conversations, these type of players understanding that where the cracks in the armor is and how they can go back and take advantage of it. And I'll be honest with you, I'm happy for them. Get your bread, do what you got to do.
Yeah, I do not care. I am not as up in arms about this as a lot of people are. And I'll be honest with you. Like Barry said, well, who's trying to police this? Look,
you know what? And
there's somebody trying to police it. We might not like who it is, but there's somebody trying to police this a little bit.
But I look at it from the guy, like I said. I mean, think about it. What if it was your son who said, you know what? I got a scholarship to LSU, and you may be, the last man on the bench, but you got a scholarship. You know what? RJ decided he want to come in, so we just rescinded your scholarship, bro. Like that happened.
We have a hard conversation about opportunities and how to use that as fuel to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are conversations that I would have, but. I mean,
there's not a person in the world that feels bad for that last kid on the bench because nobody know who it is.
Until it affects you. That's what I'm saying.
No,
then
it does. Okay, great.
Yeah, and like I said, he's grown man. Go play in the G League, bro. Go play overseas. Go do whatever you're gonna do. The old saying, no backsies, bro.
So think about it. So you talking about go play in the EuroLeague. I mean, look, playing in Istanbul or playing in Baton Rouge. I mean,
go play in Istanbul, bro.
I mean,
he signed a two-way contract.
Yeah, I know, but dude, let's not act like the NCAA hands ain't dirty. They just not washing it in the same sink.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. As they're trying to expand the college football playoff to 24 teams. which is
Right.
ridiculous.
They don't care.
They don't
about
They
it.
don't
care. It's
care.
like
If they
crazy.
wanted to stop it, they could easily stop it. They
they
don't
could
care.
easily stop it. They could say
either
no.
they don't care or they don't have the power to stop it.
They could say no. That just like they could say no. You don't get 6 and 7 years of eligibility. Get your grown ass out of college.
Who does that benefit? Does that just benefit the
Dude.
player, or does that benefit the colleges and the whole quote unquote league as a whole that have these kids that's still playing in their system and still generating money from?
Dude, and you know what? You know what I'm gonna say, dude? And I'm being for real, dude. Y'all think I'm joking, man. I don't know. Maybe it's this lemon drop kicking in. But hey, I watch High Learning, bro. You are a super duper senior. And I don't give a damn if you was on the field for 6 years. Your ass should have graduated by now. Get your ass out of college, bro. That means you still had to go to class. If you ain't graduated in 6 or 7 years, if you ain't graduated in 6 or 7 years, bro, you do not need to be in college, bro. No.
You don't need to be an undergrad, do you? To be can't you be like a master's student or something? Or you just go for another major?
Yeah,
there are grad transfers.
You work on your masters or like grad.
Yeah, there are grad transfers. But
you be a double major. You go,
dude, some of these dudes,
marketing.
Bro, you've been in it's I forgot the guy. I think he was at Utah State, bro. You got like 8 years. How you not like on your job by now, bro? I'm just being for real.
Who cares if he's there for 8 years? Seriously, like if he's there for 8 years, that's who cares? Like nobody cares. Seriously, I understand what you're saying, Drew. I understand what you're trying to say, but the college officials don't care because they're making money off that kid for as long as they can wring out the rag and get all the water out of it. They're making money off. The college is making money off this kid because he's going to bring them wins and get them more tournament exposure and all that stuff. The kid is making money off of the NIL because he's still getting. So who cares? Seriously, Drew, who cares?
I do, bro. I don't want to see these dudes.
I'm not trying to throw shade on you, Larry. I'm not. But I'm saying the colleges don't care. The officials don't care. The coaches don't care. The players don't care. They all are making money. They're all making money off of it.
But at some point, you got to say, you know what? Take your ass to UFL. Take your ass to CFL. You got to quit granting them eligibility. That's why they keep going back because they keep giving them more and more eligibility.
I'm
just saying, man. It's like government cheese, man. You keep going back and getting more.
They keep making money.
I'm the government cheese, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You're a funny guy.
Keep making money, man. They don't care. They really don't care.
It's about money. It's about money, bro. They're making it. The players are making it. The institutions
dude,
making it.
You know what? And I did go extreme with the Dwight Howard, but when you don't, like Steve said, when you don't have any guardrails, when does it end? When does it stop? Because if one person says, "Oh well, that person can do it, I can do it too," and where does it end?
It'll never stop. They'll never stop.
It won't stop.
No, it won't stop. And like I said, but of Duke tomorrow. If Duke tomorrow decided like, oh yeah, we're gonna sign one of these dudes from Tel Aviv or somebody playing for like Barcelona or something like that, like
they just did. But but you gotta remember, you ain't gonna if you in Duke for 6 years, bro, you are like rocket scientist by now. I'm just saying. Yeah,
I said a couple of weeks ago, just because I stand in the hospital, don't make me a doctor.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. Before we get out of here, gentlemen, the NFL schedule has come and gone.
I want to talk about this at all.
Yeah, we gonna touch it. We gonna touch it.
Yeah, let's touch it. Let's touch it out.
Gonna touch it. And since Villain is preoccupied, we're gonna start with Houston because that's kind of how I feel right now, man. Coach, talk to me, man. Where'd you head out with this?
London game. Pretty cool. Would love to go see that. Okay, so I'm gonna be brutally honest here with you. I'm gonna be on vacation that Thanksgiving week. So in my household, that means we're gonna have to find somewhere while we're at Disney to watch a Black Friday game on Prime. And we're gonna have to hurry up and beat it home off the train to get home for Sunday night. That week 15 or week 13, whatever that is just is awful for me. Okay. Not great. It's gonna have to be a whole bunch of hustling and bustling and stuff like that. And while I'm trying to enjoy myself at Disney World, I'm gonna have to find a TV for this woman to watch the Steelers play the Broncos. Okay, while I'm trying to enjoy
Mm-hmm.
myself on vacation. You know,
Steve, what is your
but
house gonna look like on that on that week 13?
Same as
it's
it
gonna be
probably did for the playoff game.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? It's like, between now and then, hopefully we'll buy a new couch and we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, um I would say, to bring it back here, like, to be serious here for a second, like, um CJ Stroud had a bad game. I actually went back and as I finally calmed down. It's like CJ Stroud had a bad game. This Texans defense has somehow gotten better.
Oh yeah.
The Texans defense has somehow gotten better. One of the best defenses in the league has gotten better. Um, I would be very shocked if you said, "Hey, Steve, over under for the Texans wins this year is 10.5." I would take the over. I think this is, once again, I think this is a at 11, 12 win team at minimum, just because the defense is that good. And if CJ Stroud can just not mess up, just don't mess up. Tank Dell will be back. You have an actual, like,
Oh, Tank
running
is
back.
back. That's right.
Yeah. You have Tank back, and just it's like, you've improved the offensive line. That was a big thing because, look, C.J. Stroud was running for his life at times last year. A lot of the reason why C.J. Stroud wasn't able to make good choices because he had a linebacker in his face 2 seconds after the snap. So you improve up front. The defense, which was one of the best in the league last year, has improved. Like I said, if you said 10.5 for the win total for the Texans, which I don't know, I haven't even looked at the books yet. I'd take the over on that 10.5. I think this is at least an 11 win team going into next year. And looking at the schedule, yeah.
I ain't mad at it, man. I mean, we'll probably talk a little bit more about it as the season unfolds or as it gets closer. There's some games that you guys got in there that I kind of got question marks about, kind of got circled. Obviously, you open up the season against Buffalo.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's going to be improved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to start, badmouthing and bashing Dallas because they've done work. That back half of your season looks to be kind of interesting. You got Baltimore. We don't know what they're going to look like. Pittsburgh. I'm not even going to really touch on my squad just yet. Then you got the Eagles.
Look. I'm gonna say, look, the Texans' December is rough.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
because look, okay, we start off, of course, like with the Steelers, and then, like, I mean, Commanders. Who know? Like, I mean, the Commanders could be. I'm not gonna just, like, write off the Commanders. Of course, Jaguars is always just a battle. Jaguars Texans are always just ridiculous games, and then Eagles Packers back to back before playing the Titans. Yeah, like, the Texans better run it up early because, like, that last little stretch in December, not great. Not
Yeah.
great. So, like, yeah,
I
again, like I said,
mean, you got a weird defensive struggle game week 10 versus the Browns. I expect the Texans to win that ball game, but that game may be 10-13 because both defenses are going to be tough, man. So it's going to be interesting to see how that thing shakes out, man. We'll dive more into predictions, later on.
yeah, that's just
Um,
like, just
Don't be
looking at it,
surprised to see me at a lot of
just,
Texans games this year, bro.
yeah, like, knee jerk reaction. Like, it's gonna
yeah.
be. I see a whole lot of 17-10,
Mhm.
13-6.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
Dude,
yeah.
Steve, you know what? I'm not even gonna play around, bro. Dude, real talk. When I look at the Texans, I look at the schedule, bro. That defense, and let's just say, staying healthy. Um, CJ doesn't even need to be average. He could be slightly below average, and they
He
could
needs
still
to be
win.
okay. Just
Yeah,
don't
Needs
he
to
could
be
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 solid,
okay.
bro.
He could
be
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 okay.
okay.
He could be okay, and they could win a lot of games. And you gotta remember, defense travels. So even though it get a little brutal on the back end, defense travels. Yeah.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Villain, you want to Hop in on this Houston thing. You want to keep pushing? Keep pushing. Say less. Say less. Say less. So yesterday,
Hey, you gotta talk your Giants, man. You gotta talk your
Hey,
Giants, man.
I don't even know who they're playing. Like,
you're good.
Talk
You're
your
fine. I'm
Giants.
just again.
Hey, Aaron, pull a schedule up for him. Put it on the screen. Take your mind off of what's going on, man. Come on back.
Okay, yeah,
on
put it
over
on the
here
screen.
with us.
Put it on the screen.
Yeah, come on back on over here
Give
with us, man.
me a second. I get.
Look,
That's the
hey, come on back to the show, brother. Come on.
I mean, he multitasks.
You got on a Giants shirt, bro. You gotta talk Giants, bro. You got on a Giants shirt. Come on, man.
Listen,
Right,
I'll tell you what. I am a big football fan. NFL. I could care less about the schedule right now. I could care less.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay, Giants. Giants play games. They play games throughout the year.
Bear. Wait, Bear. I got
17 games. 17 of them they'll play.
Yeah, 17 of them. Some of them at home. Some of them are on the road.
They're contractually obligated to play 17 games. They will play football.
Dude, seriously, like I get it, like, you know, but the NFL just dominates all year long, and like you could do a whole show on a schedule that drops. Like that's how like the NFL has dominated. Like this schedule is dropped. You don't know really what these teams are at this point. We're in May. You don't know what these teams are, what they're going to be in September till December. And we're sitting here, I think they're a 10-win team. Oh, I think, I don't know. I only see 5 wins. Like, how do you know? How do we know? Because the NFL dominates everything. You have to talk about it. It's insanity.
Barry, look, I understand. Barry, look. Okay, don't do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't do this. It's like
what do you mean?
Like what I'm saying is like we know the NFL is a monster. It is a 365.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So again, here we are in May talking about it. It's like there's just it's the belly.
But like I'm not gonna talk about the Giants schedule because like, I'll be honest with you. I'll be 1,000% honest, and I'm not mad because the Knicks are losing by 20.
Yeah. I'm not even going. I'm just saying it's like this is in this business.
Hang on.
The NFL is 365, dog. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad because the Knicks are losing right now. I can honestly tell you, I have not looked at the Giants schedule.
Dude,
I have no idea who they're playing.
I won money last year for betting early on my Niners. So hey, look, I ain't gonna.
Listen, and I feel you. And that's the nature of the business. That's how the NFL just dominates the whole year.
Barry, I got you back, man. Like they trying to make it seem like you mad because the Knicks losing, man. But I understand what you're saying, man.
No, I seriously do not know. Outside of the Giants playing the Cowboys opening night on Sunday Night Football, I cannot tell you who they're playing.
Y'all need to hand them the
I know they're playing the Eagles twice. I know they play the Commanders twice, and I know they play the Cowboys twice.
Barry,
I really don't. I don't know the schedule right now.
Barry, I got a serious question for you, and it's about your Giants. Mm-hmm. Do you think that they replaced that damn field, bro?
No.
Dude, like. You know what? It's not really a Giants question, but it really is because we all know how bad that Giants.
Well, why do the Giants always get hung out to dry for that damn stand? The Jets put in their money too. They put their chips in
both of y'all should just hey, look, hey
man, look,
they put more ACLs popped on that field.
They're putting the grass down for the World Cup anyway. Just keep it. Just keep it.
Well, I think it's a different type of grass, right? Is it a different type of grass or something? But no,
it's some kind of grass. Like just replace that grass with some other grass. Then it's like you're already putting the grass down anyway for the World Cup. Keep it down there.
But it's
they already just said they won't
start so bad that Malik Neighbors might not be ready to start the season.
Yeah, that's
dude. Like I said, bro, a lot of the teams they got bad fields. Y'all just the most notorious for it. Like,
would you say serious?
Is that why you guys are entertaining Odell Beckham Jr. coming back?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Farewell to him.
Serious. We've been doing a podcast for over 10 years. Coach, you've been in it, you've been here, you've been out. When have you ever seen me be a real fan of Odell Beckham Jr.?
I'm just saying.
Like a real like, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying you're a fan of Odell Beckham Jr. What I am saying is because you have Malik Neighbors that has not been medically cleared and may not be ready to go by week 1. There has been conversations amongst the Giants fans about Odell Beckham Jr. coming back.
Stupid Giants fans
Stupid.
that started to be a fan when Odell Beckham was a rookie and don't know the history of the New York Giants and don't understand. They think Odell Beckham's the greatest Giant ever played, and there is a slew of history over 100 years of Giants football history. I can name you probably 20 players that are better Giants than Odell Beckham Jr. These are stupid young fans that don't know a damn thing about the history of the New York Giants that think Odell Beckham's the greatest player, then it's Eli Manning. Okay, they don't know anything about Lawrence Taylor or Van Pelt or Carl Banks or Harry Carson or Jumbo Elliott or Mark Bavaro or Phil Simms, or Fran Tarkenton was the, Y.A. Tittle. Like like I could name players for years that were great Giants, and these guys don't know a damn thing about it. So all these Giant fans
It's
that
funny
want Odell
because
Beckham back can kiss my ass.
it's funny because like a guy I used to work with, he was a Giants fan, and like our age, whatever like that. And I was like, man, I remember watching the game where Rodney Hampton just ran all over the then Redskins and like whatever. And he was like, huh? He was like, I was like, you don't know who Rodney Hampton is, and you're a Giants fan?
Rodney Hampton was probably my favorite Giants player through the 90s before he got hurt and his career was derailed.
Yeah.
He was one of the best running backs in the league in 1990 when the Giants won their second Super Bowl. Had 5 straight years of over 1,000 yards. Something, yeah, but I think it was like 5 years.
That's when I was like, I didn't look at bro the same after that. I'm like, you a Giants fan?
For
you don't know who Rodney
like,
Hampton is? Okay,
Rodney Hampton, number 27, was a freaking monster. Even if you didn't know ball and you just played Madden 94, I still got my Madden 93 or 94 game over here for Sega Genesis over here, and he was my favorite. He was the only player on that team that's worth a damn, and he could run up the middle easy for 10 yards against any defense in that game. And if you don't know who that is, the problem is, this is why I get really heated about it, is because I follow a lot of Giants pages on Instagram, and I scroll through there, and you could tell the ones that just became a Giants fan like in the last few years, and the ones that have been Giants fans for years like me and know ball and know the Giants history, because those are the ones that glaze over Odell Beckham like he's the greatest Giant that ever played, and it drives me crazy. It drives me absolutely crazy. I mean, these are guys that if you said Jason Sehorn, they wouldn't look at you like you were crazy, like you didn't know what the hell. Who's Jesse Armstead? Who's that? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, give me
like
Armani
Tumor. That's a made-up name.
Tumor?
That's not a real name. You just made that name up. Right?
You made that up.
Wait.
Like, I had an Ike Hilliard number 88 jersey. Okay, put respect on it. Like I die with the Giants. I go back a long way. I remember Dave Meggett. Okay, I remember Joe Morris. Okay, these are real Giants, not Odell Beckham, one-handed catch, and then do a goddamn thing for the rest of his career as a Giant, but sit on a boat and sabotage our 2016 season. Okay, give me a break.
Barry,
best highlight after a one-handed catch is him fighting
before boat, after boat, man.
With a football net with the kicker.
Modern day Giants history. That's the dividing line. Before boat, after boat. That's where you draw the line in modern Giants history, man.
It's diabolical. Like you guys really got me heated because it drives me crazy. I'm sorry to derail the show, but it drives me crazy that these fans with these fan pages that have thousands of viewers or followers, they can't wait for Odell Beckham to come back and run it back. Why didn't we bring him back? Why did people hate him so much? I
Man, flag football matters, man. You have amazing game in flag football. It's like sign me. Sign me. Hey Barry, I'm gonna need you to put some respect on Matt Barr name though. That's what I need you to do.
Matt Barr is a better kicker and a better Giant than Odell Beckham Jr. Matt Barr, who kicked 5 field goals in Candlestick Park and put away the San Francisco 49ers. Okay,
hey,
Matt Barr.
I didn't trigger this
Jeff
man.
Hostetler won a Super Bowl as a Giant, and they're glazing over Odell Beckham Jr., glazing him like he's the greatest Giant that ever lived. It's disgusting. It drives me nuts.
Yeah,
man. Look,
it's so
since we naming Giants, I mean, it's like what, like he's not a better Giant than Pepper Johnson, than Carl Banks.
No, Carl Banks is one of the great linebackers.
We talking.
I don't think he'll ever get into the Hall of Fame. He should. Carl Banks was a really great linebacker. Like real talk.
I'm not BSing around like Carl Banks was like.
I know you're not, but I'm saying like it's a shame that a player like him would never get into the Hall of Fame, and he was one of the best linebackers on that team. If there wasn't a guy named Lawrence Taylor, like seriously.
Mm-hmm. Hey Bear, so you're not even gonna mention Michael Strahan?
Yeah, Michael Strahan is a top 5 Giant.
We named a whole bunch of guys and didn't have to mention like the Hall of Fame defensive end.
Because you're looking at him, you're looking at like Michael Strahan, and you have OC and Justin Tuck, great Giants. Michael Strahan is one of the great. He's the top 5 Giant of all time. Just his track record.
And that's saying something for the New York Giants. Yeah. He's probably one of the top 5 Giants of all time. Mm-hmm. You got guys like Y.A. Tittle and, go back to Frank Gifford. And he's probably top 5, of a franchise like the Giants. That's saying something, but it's like straight.
Because the Giants, they had a shitty season, but they when their 100-year, their 100 years, they did the top 100 players in Giants history. And, Odell Beckham, I think that's what really started. I mean, I was always ticked off because I was one of those guys that just did not want him here. I didn't like it. I thought he was a distraction, and people tried to hate on me for it. And like, when you look at it, they're like, oh, why isn't he top 5? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, are we serious right now, bro? I mean, Lawrence Tynes is a greater Giant than Odell Beckham. Let's be real.
I like Victor Cruz, man. Victor Cruz is probably a better Giant than Odell.
If he didn't have that injury,
he didn't get hurt. I mean, Cruz is on his way, man. That's a shame. Like,
it's a shame. Like, he just could not. You know what I mean?
Love Victor Cruz.
I love Victor Cruz. I really do. And I really felt bad that, he just didn't have a long career. Because you look at where he came from. He came out of nowhere, right? Like, he had that game against the Jets in the preseason, made the team. And then, he was a Pro Bowler, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was a damn shame that that he didn't get. He just didn't get the career. He just didn't get the career.
Hey man, I like Wisconsin just because we used to have those epic battles. Hey, look, people talk about those Niners and Giants. I mean Niners and Cowboys battles, but those Niners and Giants battles in the 80s and early 90s was like,
it was epic.
Dude,
it was
I
epic.
Used to like the dude Carson. I used to like Carson for y'all too.
Harry Carson.
Really
Harry
good.
Carson,
really good too, bro.
Like, a great Giant. I mean, but there's so many great Giants, like Tunnel, you can go way back. Frank Gifford,
I said Frank Gifford, like why?
Frank Gifford was the guy,
I used to like that. Who was that corner? Who was that corner y'all used to have that he was really good? Was it Everson Walls? That dude was really good too.
He was on the Cowboys, and the Giants picked him up, and he was a really good corner for them. But like I mean, I'm biased, but like Stanford, Connecticut, we had one of the great Giants of all time, Andy Robustelli. Like, you couldn't go around Stanford and not hear about Andy Robustelli. And he's one of the top Giants. So it's like, I don't want to derail the show, but
man, like the show.
It was crazy. Is the Knicks are on an 18-1 run. I should have been angry before, because then. Yeah, they're good. I should have been angry before, so then the Knicks could come.
Dude,
We cooking
I
now,
need your
man.
Giants. Since we talking Giants, I just need y'all to hand them suckers their first L of the season. That's what I need.
Who's
I
that?
know
The
you know the play.
Cowboys?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. I
put
mean,
them in the hole
listen,
early. Put them in the hole
listen.
early.
And I don't. I know you had your show with the 49ers, and you do a great job on my show. I really want to give you your flowers, and you
Appreciate
know,
that, bro.
it's just like I can't do a show like that just because like I'm not paying attention. You know what I mean? I'm not paying attention
Mhm.
to the schedule or anything like that. But honestly, a lot of people are saying that the Giants should get about 9 wins this year. I haven't look. I'll look at the schedule. I mean, if you want to bring it up, I think we play. I think we play the NFC West this year, right? And the AFC. Is it the AFC
South,
South? Yeah, the
South.
AFC South, right? So I mean, that's gonna be easy. We got to play your boys, So, coach, we got to do a show. You got to do a show.
You play us too, bro. You play us too.
Yeah, we'll do a show too.
Yeah, I think some kind of way. I think we all of our teams kind of play each other
Yeah, they
like
all
this year. Yeah,
merge,
it's
right?
like
They all
yeah,
kind of
because
merge.
like
So
the Texans
now,
play the Steelers, play
when
the
did we play?
Giants.
When did we play you guys? We play you guys. Oh, week 7. So we got to do a week 7 little collab with the Texans. But I don't know what you're gonna get with the Colts. I mean, I don't know. Do you think they're gonna be good this year? 500? I don't know. They're kind
I
of.
do, I do. I feel like with the Colts, they they play so bad down the stretch,
Yeah, they didn't have a quarterback.
and I feel like they still might not have a quarterback. But like I don't know. I think the Colts. I think they're a good team, but it's just like the way they played in the last month and a half of the season just blew my mind because you look at how they played starting out. They started out so well, and it's just like I don't know what to make of the Colts.
Yeah,
The Jaguars. The way the season ended shouldn't discredit how good that team was. That's a
yeah.
good that's a good football team, and
I think
they're still a good
they
football team.
lost a piece or two, but I think I
I
like
mean,
what that
well, they
season's
lost
at. Can you
Etienne,
bring that up
and they
real quick,
lost.
serious? Because I'm curious where did the Colts play the Giants? Is it at home or is it on the road?
Give me a second. Don't touch it.
Sorry, we're going into overtime. I apologize. Yeah, ask me about the Giants. I wanted me to cook on the Giants, so that's what we do. Maybe I'll bring maybe
We
I'll
were
talk to
talking
my
football
people.
at the
We'll do
time.
a Big Blue podcast. We'll do a Big Blue podcast.
Hey, look, Barry, we were talking football, and don't talk about my Niners show because we would have a whole show just about the 49ers.
I love
49ers
it.
Bleacher Crew. We'll be like,
I love it. I love it.
We'll be like, hey,
So
we want
that's
to talk
at home. So that's a home game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a home game, right? That's a home game. So you know who's coming back home? Daniel Jones coming back to MetLife.
That is an away game if I'm going by the color coded.
That's an away game, bro.
Is it an away game or is it a home game?
Yeah, because like
it's an
home
away game.
is blue, away is white.
Oh, my bad. All right, so I flipped it. Okay, yeah. So, but it'd be interesting to see Daniel Jones against his former team. So yeah, we can move that, and then I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's some,
That is
I
a
think
hell of a
2-2.
stretch. If you could, I don't know if you could bring that back up. I'm just like because this is my first time looking at the Giants schedule too. They have a late season stretch where it looks kind of wild. It looks like
San
it's
Fran,
diabolical.
Seattle.
let's start.
Start after the bye.
I was like, yeah, let's start at the bye.
Nah.
I'm not going. I'm Eagles, Commanders, Jaguars, Colts, Niners, Seahawks, Browns, Lions, Cowboys. Boy,
Mm-hmm. That's a tough
after
stretch.
after
Man.
the bye, boy, that is something else after the bye.
So the Giants had better be at least 3-3 going into that bye.
Because anything can happen. We, again, like to Barry's point, we don't know what's happening, whatever like that. But boy, yeah, that's a real wild stretch, especially like that like to Indy, home for San Fran, but then going out to Seattle, which going out to Seattle is always tough for everybody.
Always tough.
So,
Always tough.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 games looks like the Lions, Cowboys, and the Eagles. That's not a fun stretch either. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for them. I'm curious. Who do the Steelers play? Who do you guys play this year?
I'll show you in a minute.
Division you guys play? You're playing
a fantastic schedule. I've actually
Aaron Rodgers versus the league.
I love my schedule. Actually, it's pretty easy, pretty nice. We opened up against the Atlanta Falcons. Then we got the Patriots again. Then we got back to back Ohio. We got Cleveland and Cincinnati,
Put the
Colts,
schedule up, man.
Tampa.
Put the schedule up.
It's right there. It's
He's
coming.
working on
It's
it. He's
on
working on it. He's working
Puppy
on it.
breaks.
So when does Drew
but yeah.
Allen get his first start?
He's not.
Uh,
He won't.
October 25th against the
He
Saints.
won't. He won't.
He'll be warming up. Week 1.
God forbid something happens to Aaron Rodgers. It'll be Mason Rudolph, and if it's not Mason Rudolph, it'll be Will Howard.
Who says Mason Rudolph will be on the team?
I don't think so. I don't think
Do they
Mason.
carry 4? Do they carry 4 quarterbacks?
What
No,
a shot
absolutely
by
not.
Mikael Bridges.
No way.
No, Drew
way.
Allen will be in a practice squad or something like that.
Nah. Drew Allen will be your starting
I don't think
quarterback.
so.
No,
Your starting quarterback
like,
going into the bye.
if Drew Aller takes one snap, one single snap in a
The
meaningful
wheels
game
are
for the
falling
Steelers,
off.
then things have gone terribly wrong.
Right.
Terribly
Wheels are
wrong
falling off.
for the Steelers. Okay.
And the
But
Knicks are
look-
about to come back and
look-
win this ball game, by the way, villain.
yeah,
41,
Yeah.
41
They're
years
down by
old quarterback.
down by 4 right now.
How old is
I'm not
Aaron
paying
Rodgers now?
attention,
42?
to them, but yeah, I don't
There,
think.
you go, Barry. Like, draw your attention elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
How old
saying?
is Aaron Rodgers now? What, 43 now? 42?
Stupid.
He's
That's
fuck.
not
Like,
41.
Doesn't
41?
matter.
Why, Cat? Why?
Yeah. I can imagine a hamstring tightening up or, back not quite feeling right.
It
Yeah.
just might.
I mean, man, look, he just gonna rub some of that clay that he eat on it and like smoke some of that yasha or whatever like that.
He gonna
He'll
go on
be
the
fine.
quiet
Like,
retreat with his eyes
Yeah.
closed and solitude of fortress of solitude type shit.
Or as my cousin who's a Packers fan was like, man, my QB go smoke crack in the offseason and come back and throw 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, man. My man built different. And I'm like,
A little bit. But yeah, I mean,
you from Houston, Steve. You know you can't fight no crackhead. You know how they have all that extra
You got
strength.
super strength, man.
Super
They got
strength.
super strength.
You know, he come back, he throwing it for 9,000 yards in a game. But
yeah, I mean, honestly, looking at how the schedule kind of unfolds, man. I like it. We got the Ravens late per usual. We got the Texans in December. That game's at home. We go on the road to France and play the Saints.
Sorry,
So,
I apologize.
oh, you go. You do they? But yeah, what he's clapping about, ladies and gentlemen, who's watching the Knicks are now down 3.
this
Wait a
is
minute.
insane. Like,
It's Cleveland, bro. It's Cleveland.
Aaron, I just hope your
That's what they
Steelers
do.
don't underestimate Cleveland, bro. I think that's gonna be a way better team, bro. And they always play out tough.
They got talent, man. They got talent.
They got a lot of talent.
We have the Thursday
It
night
is
game.
time.
on
Bing bong. Bing bong. Let's go. Let's go.
this is ridiculous. Like,
If I told you I was shocked, I'd be lying.
I'm not, because like Larry said earlier, he was like, oh, like, yes, the Cavs are the Rockets. They are the Rockets. This is
They'll blow a
some
20-point lead
this is some
easily.
Rocket stuff that they're doing right now.
21 lead.
Like,
It was a
They will
21
blow a 20-point lead like it's nothing, bro. Like,
Well, what a tough bucket by Harden there.
yeah, well,
Yeah, tough bucket, and then you guys are behind. I'll
like I said, bro, that's the thing about
yeah,
the
like, we're
Cavs, bro.
behind,
They give
like,
you a heart
behind,
attack, bro.
yep.
They'll kill
take
you.
this to
everything
overtime.
comes.
They'll take the game.
Who the Knicks?
Yeah, they take this to overtime.
Yeah, because that was even
Timeout.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just not
Overtime.
you guys
It's
just not
OT.
catching up. Yeah, because I was like, tough bucket about Harden. You just
Ooh, what a
like
bucket.
this is playoff hard, and this is playoff. This is
what he
this is-
Who
does.
would have thought we'd have
Yeah.
had 2 overtime games, the first 2 games of the
Wow.
conference finals?
Two very good games now.
No.
what's
It's a good game for you now.
What's killing me though? What's killing me though is I love you guys, but that I can't hear the Garden.
Go to the game.
I know what you mean, Barry. It's like,
Like,
I've
well,
talked
you know
about
what?
this
You-
before.
Go to the game.
It's
I
like,
gotta go on
look,
mute.
guys, look. I've been in the Garden when the Knicks were like okay, and the Garden was jumping. I
Stephon
couldn't
Marbury.
imagine being in the Garden for a playoff game. Like, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everything. That'd be insane.
Like
Yeah.
I haven't been to the Garden in like years.
Barry,
It's been a long time.
use some of your streams, man. Look, hey, catch that train like you know doing. Gone.
Put a second mortgage out on your house.
Yeah, yeah.
Donate some plasma.
Well,
You know
you
what
know,
I'm saying?
it,
Like
it breaks
get you know
it breaks
get
my heart. It breaks my heart because my son asked me, Dad, when we going to a Knicks game? I'm like, well, it's expensive, son. It ain't no joke. And it's like, but he's like, Dad, I really want. I will never go to a Knicks game. I will never go because I hate James Dolan. Until he sells the team, I will not go to a Knicks game.
Yeah.
I hate James Dolan.
I don't think I'll go that far.
I respect that.
Oh,
actually do.
I'll stand on that. I'll stand on business of that because when you kick out Charles Oakley because you're a petty,
That was tough.
you know what?
That was tough. That was tough.
I have to draw the line. I'm not, and you know what I say to people? They be like, but you're a big Knicks fan and you cheer from boom, boom, boom. You know what, dude? I was here first. I was cheering for the Knicks before he owned the Knicks. Why should I have to go? He should go. I shouldn't have to go. Steve? Am I wrong? I was here first.
I feel that. I was here first. I love that. I love that.
He's like, yeah, you go. I'm not going. You go.
Yeah. No, but I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Dolan would sell. He would sell the Knicks before he sells the Garden.
Yeah.
You know, he one day he might sell the Knicks. He would never sell the Garden at all.
No.
So then the boycott would still stand. You know what I'm saying? Because he would still own the building that the Knicks play in. So
Exactly. Yeah. And he would do something diabolical, like, you know, like, and they're talking about moving the Garden. People want to move the Garden because of the Penn Station that's right underneath it. You know what I mean? Or right
the
next
Penn
to
Station
whatever.
that's no, never mind. I don't want like I
And
don't know.
that part. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
this new train stop that's only been there for how long?
yeah,
The one that they built the Garden on top of that place.
Yeah, dude,
Again, Penn Station can be like, I was here first.
We're not moving.
Yeah, I mean, and what this would be, and people don't know this. That would be what it would be like the third or fourth Madison Square Garden. Because the garden they're playing in isn't the original Madison Square Garden. This is like the second. This is like the second or third garden. So like, yeah, they would just move this one somewhere else.
Oh, if Ananobi flushed that, oh my God, the Garden would come.
Yeah. Jeez. And this is
Yeah, he
talking
had to
Knicks.
finish that.
This is a
had
Knicks
to
show.
finish that.
This
All right,
is a
let's get out of here,
Knicks
man.
show.
Man,
This is a show
thank you
about
guys
the
for
Knicks. We're just
thank
watching
you
the
for
Knicks.
kicking it with us,
And the
man.
They're just watching the Knicks.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Listen, I might have to do a Big Blue podcast, just because I can't have these 49er fans coming in my building and getting all the shine, man. I got a few Giants fans out there. Holla at you. Nah.
The nation, brother, the nation.
With that being said, let me get you guys out of here, man. Coach, you know what to do. Shut us down, big dog.
always a pleasure to come in here, guys. See the show, share the show, see the short, share the short, all that content. Just look, man. Again, like I don't want the 49ers crew head to get too swollen, whatever like that. They are doing an amazing job with that over there. Like, I just forever faithful. Check it out. Even if you're not a 49ers fan, the guys are doing a fantastic job over there. Again, this is the Total Sports Podcast here on Tuesday. Of course, backstage business. They get you ready and getting you ready for a clash in Italy. And all that good stuff.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah. But man, look, like we love doing this. We love y'all like interacting with stuff like that. We love keeping this going, and we'll be here as long as y'all want us here, man. And even if y'all don't want us here, we'll still be here because we love doing this. But that being said, as Sirius likes to say, y'all know how I close it out. God is good
All the time.
All the time.
Make sure y'all drink y'all water. Stay hydrated. It was 89 degrees here in Pittsburgh today, so make sure you are staying hydrated as we give these warmer months.
And check on your loved ones too, man.
Check on your loved ones, your elderly and stuff like that, because like make sure they right. You know what I'm saying? A case of water costs like $3. Just saying that, just throwing it out there. Make sure people are right. And of course,
Water cheaper than gas.
is for the children. Peace.
Thank you so much, Steve, man. Larry, get us out of here, big dog.
Hey man, you know what? I'll say this, man, Steve. Hey, let's brainstorm, man. I know he probably still watching, man. We could do some texts and stuff, bro. Like, man, they like my girl on the side, man. We could talk some
Your side piece.
Yeah, we could have a Texas show, brother. I would definitely, be part of the crew, man. I am the resident Houstonian over here, so we could do that, bro. Man, appreciate y'all, hey, for rocking with us. Like I say, I echo what Steve say every single time, man. Don't just like the show, subscribe to the show. Follow us on every platform under the sun. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you know when we post new content, when we going live. Keep checking us out, keep rocking with us. Barry, get your giant show together, man. Hey, look, while you playing,
we coming. I'm just picking the right time. We coming.
Hey, look, we doing good things on the Faithful Nation, but hey, that's still a show. Hey, even when it's the 2-man weave, Aaron is dad, man. You gotta come with it, bro. Hey, so Aaron and his dad. Like, I watch almost every episode with Aaron, even if it's just him and his dad. Good content still coming out. Like I say, backstage business. Let's keep this momentum going. We're gonna keep rocking with everybody. And Drew Allen 27.
He gone.
He trying to trigger everybody. He gonna get out, getting everybody. OBJ, Drew Allen. Tomorrow he's gonna have his name gonna be OBJ for 2020.
In the thread, man.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Anyways, with that being said,
we got so much going on. We are gonna do a giant show, Drew Aller. Don't worry, that is coming. It's just like, I'm not in the mood to do it right now because it's all Knicks, man. We talking Knicks basketball, so it's hard to I want to do a show after this series and beyond. So we'll get a giant show soon. I got my boy Anthony, he's there. Me and him are gonna do this show. We're going to do a little bit more often than I have been doing it in the past. So can't wait for that. But support the 49ers, support the Steelers show, support all the shows we got. Backstage Business tomorrow at 9:00 as we head into another 3. As we head into Saturday Night Main Event and Clash in Italy. Shout out to Stacy, who was out there traveling. We're going to hold her down, the queen. The website is coming, serious. We on deck. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We got a lot of stuff popping, man. We did great numbers last week with our Knicks show, over 500 viewers. We appreciate everybody that watched us. Yeah. We're gonna keep doing that, and we here, man. The execs, man. Yeah. We popping off. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Villain, man. It's a pleasure sharing the space with you gentlemen, man. As they already alluded to, man, check out the shows, man. We are all over the place. I keep saying that. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We got shorts coming. We got videos coming. We got the show reels that are about to start back up, working on some things behind the scenes, man. The website is coming, man. Thanks to all of our friends for rocking with us, man. Our friends over at Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast, man. Thank you so much for rocking with us, man. Our friends over at the Playbook Podcast. So many other people pushing their hands in the pound, getting this thing moving, man. I always close out my shows like this, man. Tomorrow, before I say that, tomorrow we got Backstage Business, man. If you like everything around the WWE, definitely check that out. Make yourself available for that. With that being said, I'm going to close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.